everyone, it's Lindsay. Today I'm going to be doing the WIP tag, which is the work in progress tag. Question number 1 is, what is the working title of your book? The one I have chosen for myself is When the Sea Came for Us, which sounds really mysterious when I say it like that, but if you knew a little bit more about the book, it'd make more sense. The book follows a main character named Miera, who lives in a very secluded village at the top of her country. And because of that, they've kind of created their own secular culture where everything is bound by superstition. However, Miera is more scientifically minded and she doesn't put as much stock into the belief system that the people in her village do. Until one night, Miera is abducted by seemingly monsters and she's thrust into this world of myth and legend, and she has to learn to survive in this world of unknowing and guesswork and intuition, whereas before she had been very set on only believing things that can be proven with evidence and research and analysis. Number 2 is, where did the idea for your book come from? The idea for my book came to me when me and my husband were on like a little mini vacation. We go to Sandusky, Ohio. They have a cute little water park resort up there called the Kalahari. It's like an African themed water park resort. And I got the idea for the book there because it's a water park resort. So we were in the pool or in the jacuzzi like all day long. And I just felt constantly like wet. Like my hair never seemed to dry because I was in and out of the shower, the pool, the hot tub, everything. And it just kind of hit me. Also, like, if you don't pretend that you're a mermaid when you're in the pool, you're a liar, because we all at least have done it at least once. And I do that all the time. So I just kind of put those two ideas together and there it went. Question number 3 is, what genre does your book fall under? My book falls under the genre of YA fantasy. YA dark fantasy, if you want to be specific. Number 4 is, what actors would you choose to play in the rendition of your movie? Which is kind of crazy. I haven't even thought about that. I would like it to be like not necessarily a famous main character. I kind of like when they do that, like they kind of did with the Hunger Games. Jennifer Lawrence was kind of a nobody before those games and they brought her in as a new actress and now she's somebody. Like, I think that would be cool if they did that for my main character. Question number 5 is, what is a 1-sentence synopsis of your story? So I actually kind of like have a pitch written. I don't know if it's good. I haven't ran it by anybody else, but this is just what I came up with, so you can think what you will. Analytically minded Miera must challenge her beliefs when she is abducted and forced to become a warrior for an ancient tribe of land-dwelling Marrows and survive in the midst of their vicious civil war. Number 6 is, will your work in progress be self-published or traditionally published? And my book will be traditionally published. Number 7 is, how long did it take you to write the first draft of your manuscript? So it took me about 2 weeks to outline. Genuinely, I have been like outlining kind of in my head for a long time, but to actually put it down on paper, it took me 2 weeks to outline and then 3 months to get the first draft complete. Number 8 is, what other books would you compare the story to? And I really don't know of any stories that I can compare it to. It's hard to do that. I would like to say that my story kind of explores the boundaries of human endurance and human strength and pushing characters past their breaking point and watching them make their way back. That's what I love, and I think that Hunger Games does that really good with Katniss. I'd like to think that Miera is a little bit like her, but kind of like Hermione Granger in the same way. She's very like scientifically minded and she loves studying and stuff like that. So I guess the character is a little bit like Katniss, but I don't actually know a story that's too much like this. Number 9 is, who or what inspired you to write this book? Really, I would say that I kind of did this for myself, and I don't mean that in like a, oh, I'm so awesome type way, but like I wanted to do this for me. I've been wanting to write a book forever. I've been writing all my life, and I've written books before, but never ones that I was serious about publishing or really wanting to complete and go through multiple drafts to make it perfect. So yeah, I did this for myself because I wanted to do it and prove to myself I could, and I have a great idea and I have talent, and I believe I have a story that needs to be told and that hasn't been told before. So number 10 is, what else about the story may pique readers' interest? And I mean, it's my own book, it's my baby, so I think, you know, it's the most awesome thing ever. But I think the fact that my book deals with mermaids, or in the book they're called Merrow because it's based off Celtic mythology, deals with Merrow in a new way. They're not like your typical mermaids. These mermaids are land-dwelling and they are more human than anything. It's much darker than most mermaid tales as well. This is definitely a cutthroat dark fantasy type YA. I like to think too that my book is a little bit more diverse than what you see. My main character is an overweight main character, and there is an interracial love interest, there are people of color, there are people of diverse sexualities, and there are disabled characters, and none of these characters are their marginalization. They just happen to be marginalized and live around those type of things. I love conspiracies. So this book it's riddled with conspiracy. So if you like that and a good mystery and a good conspiracy just gets you going, like it gets me going, I think you'll really like it. This book deals with themes of what makes us human and what happens when societies get to choose who's human and who isn't, or who's a person and who isn't, and the limits of human endurance in war and the aftermath of war and the prejudices that spring up from that. It's really an in-depth look at all of those things. But yeah, that was my work in progress tag. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that sounds interesting to you. I'm a total nerd for my book, just like any other writer is, so let me know what you're working on down in the comments. I'd love to know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!